Hey YouTubers, just got some packaging today. Just going to do a quick unboxing of what we got. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright YouTubers, so I got two packages in today. As you can see, we got a new case, again, another case, and small package here. So let's get to the small package first. I'll explain why I got the new case. But the small packages, I ordered some, I have some Xbox controller that, you know, I got like at least about 5 of them. They're all wireless. And I ran through AA's like crazy, so I got fed up of it, and so I ordered some rechargeable batteries. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox those just in case you guys wanna check it out. Literally, I love Amazon, man. This thing came within 1 day of me ordering it, which is amazing. All right. So we got a PMW splitter. Oh, I got two. I didn't realize it's a 2-pack. That's pretty cool. Well, I got two, and it's pretty cheap for $4. So this is a PWM splitter for fans, but this is gonna be running my pump. So I'm gonna run 2 pumps in my new water cooling loop. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. And it's just for looks and redundancy, but I got that in. This is intelligent change of life, and I'm guessing this is one of the, you know, Chinese battery pack charger things. So you get the charger with one of the battery already in there, and I guess you get like 2 additional batteries with it, as you can see. And this is for the Xbox S controller. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of put that away real quick. And got another one. So in total I have 2 of these charger bricks for the batteries, and 5 batteries in total. 5 rechargeable batteries in total. So you can see there's 3 more of these batteries, and another charging block for them. Take it out of the case so that way you guys can kind of see it. And you can get this off Amazon for pretty cheap. I think I paid like $24 for this one. And, you know, you can charge all 3 rechargeable batteries at the same time, so all 3 of them can be charged. So this is going to help us out a lot. So instead of keep buying AA's constantly, we can use this to charge and recharge as much as we want and don't have to worry about it. So it's gonna be awesome. Right. All right, now on to the case. So the reason why I had to purchase a new case was, as you know, and like I think 3 videos ago I showed my system, which my son currently has now. I had to buy a new case because the vision of this new computer setup, the Ryzen 3000 build that I'm trying to purchase here in the next 2 weeks or so, is that I want to run more than 1 radiator, and the N-Win303C limited me to about 1 triple radiator. Yeah, I couldn't put any radiator in the back, so that was unfortunate, and I really wanted to run a triple more than 1 radiator in the computer. So this was the only case that was under $100 that was able to fit all the radiators that I have at the moment, and that should allow me some more cooling capacity. So let's go ahead and do an unboxing of that. So this is the, as you can see, the Thermaltake Commander C33. It's a whole series of case. They're all the same. The shell is all the same, but it's only the front facing area, the front mesh, that's different. But they're all the same. They're all about $100. It's a big case. I'm gonna have to try to wrangle this thing out. So let me turn it over. Okay. This is the top. So okay. Get this out of the way. As you can see, my older son as my assistant holding the camera for me. He's doing a fantastic job. Okay. All right, so this is a mid-tower. As you can see, for a mid-tower, it's very wide, and it was purposely made this way. It's for the purpose of water cooling, so you can fit radiators in it. Alright, so let's go through it. So as you can see, it's pretty wide in the front. Lots of mesh for cooling. So this thing will have really good airflow just because of the mesh on the front. So there's no air restriction there. It has a filter at the top. You can put a I want to say maybe a 240. I wouldn't do a 360 at the top. Maybe a 240 millimeter radiator at the top. You can possibly put a 360. I'm not sure. I'd have to look back on the specs, but I'm pretty sure you can put a 240 on the top if you want to water cool. And it comes with a mesh. Let's see. I think the front. Let's see if I can pop the front off real quick. So as you can see, the front, it has some filter, some small little mesh filter in the front. It's like a basically sponge filter in the front. So that's nice. And it comes with two 200 millimeter RBG fans. It's all thermal take, and I think it has a RBG controller in the back. You can hook it up to your motherboard like Gigabyte, Asus Aura Sync, and you can sync the colors with through the motherboard system. Or there's a button on the top here that you can press, and this would allow you to go through all the colors if your motherboard don't support any RBG connector on there. So, but let's get to the main feature of why I bought this. Take off the glass panel side here. Oh man, this is tight. Woo! Let's see if I can get that good grip on this here. There we go. I mean, they mean that they don't want this thing falling off at all. All right. So we got the two thumb screws. Slide this panel, glass panel off. As you can see, it is tempered glass, so you got to be very careful of this thing. They can break. So as you can see, within the case, the main reason why I bought this, as you can see, there's a massive clearance in the front here, and that's to allow for you to mount like radiators in the front, so you can put a full 360 millimeter radiator in the front with fans. The fans I'm using personally for my cooling is like 30 millimeter Delta fans, so they're very loud, but they're also PMW, so I can control the speed of them. I think they can spin to a minimum of 500 RPM, so basically you won't even hear them, to all the way to 4,000 RPM. So my fans are pretty loud. They can get loud and they can also get quiet, but they push a lot of air if I wanted them to. So, but they're this thick. My fans are about this thick, so I need the clearance in front. And this was the only case for mid-tower, without going to full tower, that allows for that clearance for you to put this type of radiator in. So I'm excited, and as you can see in the back, you can mount 140 millimeter fan, even though on the specs it says it doesn't officially support 140 millimeter fan, but you can because the mounting is there. But this is, I really mainly bought this for the radiator. I have a 120 millimeter radiator that I want to put in the back. And so that was the purpose of also buying this case, because it supports it for mid tower. So as you can see, this case is wider than normal. And that's because you can also vertically mount your GPU right here instead of horizontal, like traditional way. So it's a nice case. It's decent for what it is. For 100 bucks, you really can't beat it. Um, it has a power supply shroud, and it also have a little cutout here for those who want to display. If you have a power supply with RBG LED, you can display it here, or display the brand of the power supply if you're into that type of stuff. I don't care for it. But it's a well-built case. Feel very sturdy. Yeah, so that was the main reason for getting this case, just for the water cooling mounting options. And I think it's gonna do good for what I want. So yeah, I think that's it for the unboxing. So once I order those things, the Ryzen 3000 bill, I'll definitely do a video of me purchasing that. And then when it comes in, we'll just do a full-on computer build. I think I'm gonna break it up in segments, because when I'm building my computer, I take hours. So that is something I would like to film and kind of walk you guys through the process of our water cooling and stuff like that. So all right, guys, so I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, I figured I'd just update you guys on some changes I've made and just add it as a part of the unboxing video. So just let's get into it. So I know the last video I've made about the Ryzen 3000 build that I'm trying to build. I've made some changes to that list, and the changes are, let me go ahead because I've already ordered it. Sign in here. So I made some changes just based on, kind of saving some money, because I was about to spend almost $1,500 for no reason. So I figured I'd save some money. So as you can see, all the stuff is purchased already. It's in shipping. Right now it says it's in Edison, New Jersey, and it should be here by Friday. Now, it doesn't matter, but the Sapphire, they raised the price on the Sapphire RX 5700 XT to like an extra $50, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I went ahead with the MSI, since it was at the default price of $399. I was gonna pay $50 extra for Sapphire. It's the same thing. Um, Also switched out the Asus Crosshair Hero 8 that I was looking to purchase, and went with the Gigabyte uh, Aorus Ultra instead. It's a little bit cheaper by $60. So I figured, you know, 300 versus 360. I mean, you really can't beat that. So I saved 60 bucks right there. It has similar features to the uh, Hero 8, and I'm not really missing out on anything, honestly. So, and then I changed the processor from the Ryzen 3800X, and I kind of still really wanted a 3800X, but again, seeing the price difference between the 3700X and the 3800X, um, the chances of me overclocking to 4.4 is pretty slim. I'm crossing that the silicon lottery is on my side, but again, 329 versus 400, that's a bit steep, and so I figured, hey, um, just overclock the crap out of it underwater and see what it does. So I went ahead and just picked the 3700X instead, and of course I'm keeping the um, I got rid of the Western Digital Blacks. Yes, yeah, the Western Digital Blacks hard drive, and I went ahead with the Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte drive. They have they're 7200 RPMs, and they have the 256 megabyte of cache, as you can see. So I'm gonna rate this in rate 0, and I should kind of make up for the speed. Now it won't be as fast as an SSD, but it'll be on par somewhat, but it'll be better than running one hard drive basically. So I'm gonna rate this, and that's gonna hold majority of all my games. Um, should give me that should give me about 4 terabyte of space for all my games. So that's plenty. As you know, the size of these games are getting bigger and bigger. So um, this was a necessity. Um, and these are $54 a piece. So I just couldn't turn down that offer. So as you can see, it's on its way. I'm pretty excited, and yeah, I'm quite happy with this purchase. Now let's go on Amazon and check out a couple of stuff that I've added to the list. And now uh, I've just kind of ordered some adjustable RBG LED strip. Um, they don't sell the addressable RBG adapter by itself. This little adapter here, so I can show you. They don't sell these little plugs here. They don't sell them by itself, and so you have to buy it in kits. And luckily the kit's not too expensive. Um, so yeah, I needed this wire here, and the motherboards don't come with it, so I had to have this. If I don't get this, then I won't be able to uh, uh, power my Fantex RBG uh, fan frames. So I had to buy that, and bought this USB Type C for my new keyboard. You see that? This came in today. As you can see, it's delivered today, so I was happy about that. Ignore the sound in the background. That's probably my son moving up and down. Yeah. So, and then I have this water block purchased. She said arriving by Friday, and this is for the 5700 XT. As I said, I'm water cooling it as well. Got some fittings for my son because he's going to be running soft tubing, and I'm going to be running hard tubing. And bought my boys 2 headsets, $19 a pop. They're nothing special. And this is the keyboard that I bought that the USB Type C cable for. It's a nice keyboard. RBG has a bunch of features. It's mechanical brown switch. So I'm looking forward to using this, a smaller keyboard, because the keyboard I have now is too big, and I kind of want to downsize and keep my desk nice and neat and clean. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this keyboard. Um, I bought a couple other stuff. Riser cable because I will be vertically mounting my card instead of horizontally. I think that would be a nice new look. Um, bought 4 of these Fantech Alos. So these are for if you have existing fans and you want to kind of add some RBG flair to it, this is what you would purchase. It just mounts on the fan frame, and it shine the RBG light on it and give it that same kind of RBG, flicker that you see in the cases. So yeah, it's a nice little addition for those who don't wanna buy new fans with RBG built in. This is a nice little addition. It's not bad for $9, but this is the digital version, so this is addressable, so you can do all kind of cool stuff with it. I had the regular RBG version, but I give that to my son, so I just kind of took that opportunity to buy myself the digital version. So yeah, once that's up and running, I'll definitely show you guys that. So I'm excited about that, and that's what I had to basically purchase this plug for. This was what the plug for, because like I said, the motherboard don't come with it. And bought myself a new Xbox controller. Bought some Xbox controller rechargeable batteries. I bought also a PMW splitter for my pumps because I'm running two pumps in the system for redundancy and for more head pressure. Um,
Also bought a 10 port 12 volt 4-pin PMW hub so I can control all my fans at the same RPM. Some Bits Power 45 degrees rotary fittings. And last, well, two of these pumps here, which are really good. On for those who want to get into water cooling, I would definitely recommend these pumps. I initially bought this pump back in July for my son, and it turns out these pumps are super quiet. Like they're really quiet. They don't vibrate a lot, very quiet, and they're quite powerful. I would say they're decent enough, but for what you're paying for 32 bucks, I mean, you can't really beat this. So it's a really good pump for the price. Definitely recommend it. For those who are looking to like dabble in water cooling, get this pump. It's pretty good. Um, and it's compatible with all the fittings. Like I say, it's your standard fittings for water cooling. So a G1/4 fitting. And what else did I buy? I think that was about it. And yeah, I bought this radiator because as you know, I'm gonna be uh, overclocking the processor and the graphics card. So I wanted to, other than the 360 millimeter radiators that I have, I wanted to kind of help to with additional cooling. So I went ahead and purchased this XXPC TX120. It's a very thin radiator. It's about 20 millimeters thin. Your typical radiator size is like 30 millimeters, but this is 20, so it's extra thin. But I think it has that stealth look, and it doesn't take up too much of the rear fan mount room. So I think it's gonna look really nice. And I've already pre-mounted a bunch of stuff on the case, so I'm gonna make another video before I install all the components and let you see what I've got done so far. And then when the packages come in, I'll do an unboxing of that, show you all the parts and everything that's going in a new rig. And yeah, so we'll make it a journey. And um, I appreciate you guys subscribing and follow. So like I said, follow, like, subscribe, comment. If there's anything else you guys would like me to kind of explain or go over, just drop it down in the comment. I'll definitely reply, respond. Again, thanks for supporting me, guys. Follow me through this journey of building this Ryzen 3000 rig. I'm excited. And yeah, so I guess we could just call this Ryzen uh, build part one, you know. So, all right. So that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in another one.